Hey everybody, it's a Wheeled Headbanger here, coming at ya. Hey, if you guys have not seen me before, let me give you a little background information on me. I've been a musician for over 40 years, playing mainly bass, but guitar and keyboard as well. I set up this channel just to talk about my favorite stuff, which is music in general, which is heavy rock, heavy metal, punk, and maybe a little on the other side of just regular rock and roll, hard rock, um, or just any other topic that actually suits my whimsy at the time. Anyways, so I love that you have come back, and for those new ones, I'm glad you've joined me. And now, this is an announcement for what I'm starting right now. This next series I'm doing is a series of 5 albums that have really influenced me to become the musician that I am. 5 separate ones that really stirred up my juices and started me to become a better musician, a better songwriter, just a better all-around person. So let me put my old faithful down here, and we will talk about the first one on my list. Now, the one that we're talking about today is a band that, even though I'm a metalhead mainly, really influenced me right from the start. And it wasn't that I heard the music on the radio before or got the tape. It was the fact that I got free tickets to go see a show. I kid you not. Way back in the early, I think it was 83 or 84, I'm not too sure when, there was a phone-in contest where you just phone in, and if you're number 5 or number 6, you win tickets to see the concert. Now, the concert was kind of a big one because this is one of the bigger bands that was in Canada at the time, and they were called the Headpins. And they had Darby Mills, the lead singer, she was a killer vocalist that just blew up the airwaves with their albums. And they were like big, wow, fantastic. I just wanted. I wasn't a super big fan at the time. Like, I liked a few songs that I heard on the radio. It was like, oh, cool, man, So I went, and the starting band opened up, and that was the band that blew me away. They were a band called Orphan, and I just couldn't believe the sound that they were getting. They were just your average radio-friendly rock, but there was something special about them. Something different, something tangible. And my youthful ear just got captured, and it went, wow. The band was named Orphan. They were from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And they were a band that came out of a hiatus of another band that was a very popular bar band at the time called The Pumps. Now, The Pumps were just very big, and they got a record deal. They put out their first album, and it tanked big time. Just gone. Like, I don't know why. I've heard, my friend had a copy of it, and it was very good, but I don't know why it tanked. So, they went on hiatus, and a couple of band members joined a band that was up and coming called Orphan. And they started writing new material, even though the band had a bunch of their old material. They found out it was better. So they sort of closed shop out of the old Orphan and came back like a phoenix. And boom, they were there. They had one radio hit from their first album, which is called Lonely at Night. Here's the album sleeve. Lonely at Night by Orphan. And they had a mixture of like harder rocking songs, radio friendly, and they had a couple of ballads. One was just incredible. The album itself, front to back, is just killer. There's not one real, actually weak song on it. I love the song "Saved by the Bell," which is incredible. You sing along. They have a song called "Hello," which is a driving rocker that just made your heart go pump pump pump. And the Night Parade with its opening bass lick, which I was a bass player even back then, made me smile because when they started playing it, the whole venue just started rumbling. Wow, it was great. And it became one of my favorite albums, even though I would listen to all the big albums at the time, like Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath. But this album squeaked even above that, and I was so cool about it. It was just like, neat, man. And I heard the next couple albums. They had 2 more albums, or maybe 3, 2 for sure. And they both were good, strong albums, but they didn't have the dynamics that Lonely at Night had. They had all sorts of other songs, like the title track, Lonely at Night, was a really good track. What Kind of Love Is just a killer song. Miracle, the single for the album, it just blew my mind, and it was just a ballad. It had soul, it had heart, but it also just had a little bit of power to it that just transcended. She told me it was a good track, Saved by the Bell, of course. Anytime at all, it's just one that you just want to sing along to as well. Hello, and All Over the World was just really, just rockers. And then that last one, Night Parade. That's my favorite. And I've actually talked to the bass player of the band because they're still together playing as the Pumps / Orphan. And told him, gee, thanks. And the bass line is not super complex, but you gotta know what you need to know to play the damn thing. So overall, it just was an incredible album. That's one of the first ones that really influenced me as a musician to play. It taught me that even if it's commercial, it can still be hard-hitting, well-written, and above all, it can actually appeal to a wider market. Henceforth, it appealed to me. I was a metalhead. So, if I had to put a rating on it where 1 means total garbage, do not buy it, and 10 meaning almost godlike, I'd have to put a 9/5. And the only reason why I don't give it that extra 5 was, I guess I was just sort of disappointed how mainstream radio made the one song a hit, but it really didn't have the band to go further. They had other hits, but they never quite reached the status that that first album did. Like, this album was hard to beat, and Lord love them, they did try. They were both good albums, but that first one had magic. Literally and figuratively magic. So, my 9.5, that is my final rating. And if you want to get a hold of this album, you can get it on Rock Candy Records, and that'll be at either .com or .ca. They have lots of older bands releases there, and he can find stuff like Harlequin and one of my other favorites, Streetheart, which we might or might not be talking about later, but I'll make that decision later. Anyway, I'm so glad that you joined me here with this little talk. Hopefully you'll join me again when I put out the next one. I would really love it if you would like, subscribe, hit that little bell at the corner, and share. I need a little bit of feedback from you for what you might see this channel going, or what would you like it to see. I like to use it not only as a vehicle for my musical muses, but maybe talk about showing how to do things on the bass, or talk about stuff that pertains to disability issues. The whole thing is wide open. So on that note, I will leave you with this one little thought. If the music really motivates you, who cares what genre it is? Let it. I'm the Wheel Headbanger. You've been my viewers. See you again later.